And welcome back to the Duckworth Center here at the University of Winnipeg. We are here covering Team Manitoba's wheelchair rugby squad as they get ready for the national championships coming up in London, Ontario. Now, we'd also like to talk just about wheelchair sports in general in the province, and to help us out with that, we're joined by the Executive Director of the Manitoba Wheelchair Sports Association, Angela Lloyd. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Just seeing behind us right now, we have a wheelchair basketball practice, and of course we're going to see the rugby practice a little bit later on. We're seeing some real growth and participation here, aren't we?
We sure are. The past 18 months we've seen the basketball program go from 0 participants to Tuesday nights where we average 12 to 15 participants. The wheelchair rugby program has been a consistent program for many years now. And we're also building on our other wheelchair sport programs. Wheelchair tennis, which is every Wednesday evening. We have 5 to 8 participants in wheelchair tennis. And we also have a junior wheelchair sport program. We call it the Mini Paralympian Camp program. And that program has anywhere between 10 to about 15 participants. So we're seeing real growth in the sports.
Yeah, and just what are some of the challenges in that respect? Is it about getting the word out? Is it about getting coaches, facilitators? Just talk a bit about what you have to go through to see growth like that.
Sure. Well, a lot of it is just getting the word out, and we've been doing that by social media. We have a very active Facebook page, our website, word of mouth. Our wheelchair basketball coaches have created a Twitter account. We send out monthly electronic newsletters. A lot of it is word of mouth, though. We do a lot of presentations. We visit a lot of schools throughout the year, so we've amassed quite a large database of physical education teachers, school physiotherapists, divisional physiotherapists. We also visit the Health Sciences Center every 2 weeks, the rehab hospitals, so we meet with new patients there and their therapists, so we've been able to promote our programs and the association that way. So it's consistently, it's an ongoing not challenge, but it's just ongoing, the raising awareness of who we are and what we do.
I'm curious as to also the challenge too of getting someone to maybe burst out of that shell, and just learning how to deal with whatever has happened to their body, that type of thing, well, and get them out onto the court or out into the playing surface.
Yeah, well, what we do in partnership with the rehab hospital at the Health Sciences Center, we have a bi-weekly program called Have a Go Days. So we go in, my colleague, the program coordinator, goes in and meets with the newly injured patients. And what we stress is not necessarily getting back into sport or trying out sport. We just want to encourage physical activity. So whether it be them, the patients getting into a sport wheelchair and just wheeling back and forth in the gym, or just getting into the sport wheelchair and just getting a feel for what it's like, whether they're in the chair for half an hour or an hour, or if they're just in the chair and tossing a ball back and forth with each other. It's just about introducing them to physical activity and letting them know that they can still be physically active with an injury.
Some people may not be aware, but Aaron Smith, who we interviewed earlier, was also named Volunteer of the Year by Sport Manitoba. Talk about the role that someone like Aaron or the other volunteers play in terms of growing sport now in the province.
Aaron is a perfect example. He's been involved with the sport for 20 plus years. He's been involved as a board member, as an ambassador to wheelchair sports, going out to schools and raising awareness about wheelchair sports. We receive funding through Sport Manitoba's bingo programs, and we work at bingos, or we volunteer at bingos for funding. So Aaron is one of our key members that you can go to recruit volunteers. The association is volunteer-based and volunteer-driven, and we have key members like Aaron Smith who do a lot, give back, and as a result, we're able to succeed and grow.
What does an event like the Paralympics do for the profile of wheelchair sports as well?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. First of all, Manitoba being a small province population-wise, we've had great successes with producing Paralympic athletes in wheelchair basketball, in wheelchair curling, and wheelchair tennis. In 2012, for example, we had 3 athletes that represented Canada at the London Paralympics, and that garnered a lot of attention to the association. This past winter, the Sochi Games, we had one of our youth who traveled to Sochi as an ambassador. So again, it raises the awareness and exposure of the association. And the Paralympics in general, I think people are starting to view it as not just amateurs playing sport, but it's taken very seriously. So it's done a lot for the sport, for Paralympic and wheelchair sports.
So you've already touched on the outreach work that you do, but if someone who's watching right now wants to get more information, how would they go about doing that now?
We will gladly accept volunteers. We're always looking for more help. They can visit our website, www.mwsa.ca. They can contact us at 204-925-5790, or they can contact us via our Facebook, facebook.com/Manitoba Wheelchair Sport Association.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it would be nothing but a rewarding experience. So
yes.
Make sure you visit that website and give Angela a shout. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you, too, for the opportunity.
All right, Angela Lloyd, Executive Director of the Manitoba Wheelchair Sports Association. Stay with us. We've still got lots more to come from the Duckworth Centre.